So this is day 10 of my trade recaps. It's Thursday, the 29th of January 2026. And yeah, let's talk about it. Coming into the daily candle. This recording I'm making one day later. Sorry, but we're focusing on this candle. So when I hopped on the charts, this was actually an inside candle, so we didn't took out the high or the low. So I went on the lower time frame to see if there is any SSMT formed on either the low or the high to give me that high time frame bias. And as you can see, let's go to the 1 hourly chart. This is a weekly cycle. We got in this bearish weekly SSMT. So YM took out previous day's high, but NQ failed to take it, though this gave me really my bearish bias for the day. I want to see the lows, the previous day low taken, which I already marked out here. So this is 9 a.m., the 1 hour 9 a.m. candle. This is the candle I traded, and this is also the time I charted. So yeah, let's move on. We got a bearish bias, it's pretty important. And yeah, also we got this kind of accumulation during the Q3, Q4 manipulated. As you can see, let's make this, and yeah, Q4 distributed right in the same quarter. So let's go to the 15-minute, so the daily cycle, and let's see what the day actually did. So starting right here, this was the start of the day, and here you can see the AMDX model pretty well, the market phases. So as you can see, the Asia kind of opened low and expanded a little bit, so London was actually consolidating, which gave us here the manipulation with YM on the weekly cycle, on the daily cycle, and the distribution following. And yeah, again we got 3 consecutive SSMTs, so 3 SSMTs and a high time frame, the weekly cycle SSMT. So it's pretty clear that we want to drop. It's just a matter of time when. And yeah, you could have entered right here in the morning of the day, so at 5:15. So this is shortly, you could have taken like kind of a swing position right here of the TCIST, stops on the high and target the London lows, which is a pretty nice trade actually. But you know me, I only trade from 9 a.m. to 10:30 a.m. So that's also where the most volatility came in. But again, this gave me really the good bearish bias. Also we inversed. There was a bullish daily cycle forming, but as you can see, the TCST candle was rather very small, and we inversed it after failing really to give that expansion higher. So again, this was potentially another kind of setup. We inversed it right here, came above, but then just dropped. And yeah, let's go to the 5-minute, because here my actual setup formed. As you can see, target was previous day's low because of the daily inside candle. This was a pretty clean target, actually, really inside candle before market open of New York AM session is pretty 100% sure that you either take the low or the high of the day. So I was lucky here, and as you can see, we formed almost in every quarter on the 5-minute. We formed these SSMTs, and some SSMTs on the lows, but they almost get like inversed. And also, if you look from a kind of other direction, we had a bearish institutional order flow already. So yeah, this was very clean bias here. So again, you could have kind of entered off of this if you want to take on execute in the 5 minutes, you can wait for the TCIST to get respected at 9:15. No, exactly at 9 a.m. You wait for kind of a retracement and then drop lower. But this is not my model. I really want to execute in a 1 minute with a clean retest of the TCIST. So let's go to the 1 minute and actually see where I took my entry. So yeah, this is where I started charting. This was market open. We formed another SSMT right here between Q1 and Q2. We started dropping. We put in these huge highs at the opening, right? At the opening, we went high. So this was kind of messy in terms of the stop loss, because it was a large stop loss. So I couldn't afford to put in so much contracts, because it kind of messed up my RR a little bit. But I was really confident in that setup. That's why I kind of would have gotten out right here somewhere and not really on the highs. But as you can see, TCIST with a beautiful confirmation retest, and I took my trade on the as soon as I see this little wick printing, this rejection forming. So that's always a little hard part, because you can't just enter with the limit order right here, because you don't know if the TCIST gets inverted. So you wait for kind of wick forming, so you never get the perfect entry right here. So my entry was pretty low. I think you could have made it like here, but my entry was not so good, but that doesn't really matter. So stop loss somewhere right here, and obviously target, and this is a nice 3.5 RR trade, very well. And you can see we dumped heavily after this, really heavily. We filled in the daily gap, I think. So we rebalanced the candle. That's what I tried to say. Yeah, as you can see, let me remove the drawing real quick. Yeah, we perfectly not only take the low, but we also rebalance this candle right here. And yeah, we really also took out these lows, which are the previous week's low, I think. No, not really. But yeah, pretty nice draw on liquidity, pretty nice trade, and great setup. And yeah, that's a trade recap from today. In terms of my prop firm account, I was in drawdown, you know. I lost daily loss limit, so I had about $800 drawdown left, and yeah, I think $500 left, and I made about 1k with this trade. So that puts me again into for a 50k account. I was in 48k 500. I made the trade. I was in 49k 500. So already almost on break even. This made me really happy. Was more confident, and yeah, today little leak here. I also took a great trade, but this is the next video I'm posting. So I made, I think, 1k and $76. Not sure, around that. And yeah, pretty nice day. Thursday, end of the week. And again, in terms of the open, low, high, close, we perfectly just really opened low, high, and then closed with that weekly cycle SSMT, putting in the high of the week right here. So pretty nice analysis actually. And yeah, that's the video, that's the recap of the day. Hope you enjoyed it, and see you guys in the next one.